Good morning, everyone. Steve Georgie here, live from Allendale's trading floor. It's February 8th, 2012, and I'm bringing you your morning coffee. Big thing today is going to be talked about is let's get in position for this report tomorrow. Big report for the grains tomorrow. We got USDA coming out with supply and demand, and that's going to be a primary focus today. Ending stocks are going to be the key factor. Corn, they're looking for ending stocks, or at least we're looking for ending stocks to go from 846 on down to about 802. The average guess is 791 million as far as carryout. Beans, we're looking for about a 2 million bushel reduction there. Not really moving too much for beans, but 275 was what USDA came out with there for January. We're looking for a slight reduction down to 273. Another thing that's going to be talked about quite a bit, at least for beans, is USDA finally going to make some changes to Argentina and Brazil's production. We've seen a lot of these estimates and a lot of analysts out there projecting quite a bit lower. USDA has not changed their estimates yet. Can we see some reductions there? If so, the question is going to be, have the beans already played it in? But we are expecting to see some kind of a reduction from USDA as far as South American production. As of right now, we've got corn up about 4 3/4 cents. Beans up 6 1/4. We've got wheat up 3 3/4 cents. We're going to have some resistance today, right at that 650 level for March corn. That's been the recent high. So we'll see if they want to take this thing through that to hit some stops yet before this report. But we're sitting pretty close to it here near the open this morning. As far as the beans, the January high in the beans, 1244 3/4. That was last night's high, once again, 1244 3/4. We're currently sitting down near that 1238 area, but watch that high. If we do take that out, that's going to look very strong for beans, and could look strong for corn if we take out 650 as well. Wheat, a little bit lighter. We are up 3 3/4 cents. So that's being a little bit of a follower right now, as a lot of this talks of Russia's exports kind of ease a little bit. But we'll see what happens here for wheat. Are we going to look for smaller numbers again as exports picked up a little bit? But a lot of guys are going to get in position for this report tomorrow. So today, more of a risk-on type mentality is what we're finding around commodities as a whole. The Greek debt situation is more supportive for the euro as they look to hopefully find some kind of cure for that. But it's improving chances for the U.S. exports. So we find the dollar end up pressured as the euro goes up, and that's inviting export sales here to the U.S. In turn, commodities do go up. Crude oil, though, I want to mention, is up $1.25 yesterday, and we're sitting right near that $100 a barrel. We had a big turnaround day yesterday in crude. So when I came in yesterday, we were down 80 cents. By the time I left, we were up $1.60, $1.70. And now we're improving that again by another $1.25. The situation in the Middle East is not getting any better. Actually, we're finding things escalate, which in turn could find this crude oil try to firm up a little bit more. One thing that we've been talking about a lot lately is fuel needs. Take a look at what you have done. Try to get some of those fuel needs that you have locked in. If we continue to see this escalating problems in the Middle East, we could end up seeing the energy markets as a whole continue to push higher, and who knows how high they'll go. But, we did have a big turnaround day for crude yesterday. We may go on up, try to test some of the upper end of the range, but we're back to that $100 a barrel at this point. The metals kind of taking a little break after some pretty big days. Gold is down $2. Silver is up about 10 cents, but overall still remaining pretty strong on the charts. So continue to watch that. Some of the primary focuses that we're going to have after this USDA report is going to be, we're going to start to shift toward acres. So just for some of the early predictions on acres right now, corn, we're looking at about a 2.5 million acre increase. Beans, we're still looking for a little bit of an increase, maybe 300,000. A lot of questions that I get is, well, how are beans going to end up finding any acres? We could lose a lot of acres in the south due to cotton. Those acres in cotton are going to go to beans. So we could see, you get to more of the corn belt. It makes a lot of sense to be planting corn, but But in the south, if these cotton acres drop off, we could see those move to beans. As far as livestock, we've got fat cattle up about 50 cents right now. Cutout values were higher. Choice was up $1.02. Select up $1.04. Also, we were hearing around talks of higher cash trade yesterday in Nebraska. I don't know if that was confirmed, but we were hearing that. If you watched the cattle yesterday, we did have a pretty strong move, and once again, we're following that up with another 50 cents higher right now. As far as the hogs, up about 10 cents. Pork cutout values were up about 43 cents. We found hogs finding a happy spot right in here, but the charts do look a little bit friendlier. We'll see if we get some of the cash trade or get the cash market to firm up a little bit, but we'll see how that plays out. But we are a little bit higher right now, it seems like, in just about all these markets, as the dollar is down about 10 cents. So that dollar's been getting hit pretty hard lately, and that's keeping commodities more firm. So a lot of information I've thrown at you today. We could see some evening up ahead of that report tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, a big day. Big report coming out, export sales coming out. A lot of information is going to get thrown at us tomorrow. So a lot of evening up today ahead of that report. So give us a call. Any questions you might have, 800-262-7538. Check us out right there on the web at allendale-inc.com. Hope you guys have a great day today and have a great rest of the week.